everyone. I'm Dr. India Johnson with Rose MedSpa and Wellness. Before you come in for your wrinkle relaxer appointment, I always like to educate first because education really matters. So let's start simple. When I explain wrinkle relaxers, I use this analogy. Imagine your skin is like a rug on a hardwood floor. Over time, that corner of the rug is going to flip up. So at home, what do? You'd maybe put something heavy like a book on the corner and then flatten it back down. Wrinkles work very similarly. Your skin folds to the shape of the muscle underneath it. When that muscle repeatedly contracts, like frowning, squinting, raising your eyebrows, it keeps creasing the skin in that same place. So, what we're doing with wrinkle relaxer or tox is relaxing that muscle. So, it stops folding the skin over and over again in the same place. We're not filling the wrinkle, we're not freezing your face, we're simply softening the movement so that your skin can smooth back out. Now, skin quality absolutely matters. If you've had deeper lines for years, it may take a couple of treatments to fully relax enough to soften those creases. Think of it like training the rug to stay flat again. But let's talk about the different types of toxin. There are several options, not to overwhelm you, but I want you to be educated. So brands are Botox, Dysport, Xeomin, Daxxify. And in a post-COVID world, many of us are more thoughtful about what we inject in our bodies, and I am too. Products like Dysport tend to spread a little bit more and can work beautifully, especially for patients who work out heavily. However, Dysport contains additional accessory proteins. For most people, that's not a problem, but I see a lot of patients with autoimmune conditions like Sjogren's, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and so I really try to be mindful about limiting unnecessary proteins. Why? Because additional proteins can theoretically increase the risk of forming immune complexes over time or developing resistance over time. That's why for many of my autoimmune patients, I prefer something like Xeomin. It's considered a naked neurotoxin, meaning it doesn't contain those extra accessory proteins. Daxxify is another newer generation option. It also lacks those complexing proteins and contains a stabilizing peptide. And because of that, it's believed to have a lower likelihood of resistance and may last a little bit longer. So let's talk about timing. Most wrinkle relaxers like Botox, Xeomin, or Dysport, they take about 10 days to 2 weeks to fully set in. That's where you'll see your full range of motion. Daxxify tends to kick in a little bit faster, often within a few days, and it can last longer than traditional tox. For new patients, I usually bring you back around the 2-week mark after your initial appointment if needed. That way we can reevaluate your movement and adjust the dosing if necessary. I don't believe in overtreating in day one. We build thoughtfully. During treatment, the injections feel like a quick little pinch, and we have distraction tools if needed. And remember, hormonal shifts can make you more sensitive during certain times of month. That's all completely normal. There is always a risk of bruising. Alcohol, NSAIDs, ibuprofen, aspirin, and certain supplements can increase the risk of bruising a little bit. So if you're somebody who bruises easily, you can take something called arnica tablets before treatment, but for most patients, that's totally unnecessary. After treatment, it's normal to see small little raised areas at the treatment or injection sites. They look like little mosquito bumps. They're small, tiny deposits of medication under the skin, and they typically settle within about an hour or so. You may also have some mild redness that fades within a few hours. And finally, wrinkle relaxer isn't just about the lines. By softening heavy muscles that pull, it allows light to reflect more evenly off the skin. So patients will often tell me that their skin looks brighter, smoother, less tired, even without makeup. It's temporary, it's adjustable, and when done thoughtfully, you should still look like you, just more refreshed. I'm excited to see you at your appointment, and if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We always start with education because you deserve to understand what we're doing and why.